Think about the smartest person you know. It can be your teacher, it can be your parent, it can be anyone. Did they always sound certain? Did they always sound confident? Did they always sound like 100%? Yeah, I know this. Did they? Probably not. And now think of the loudest guy arguing on an internet forum on Reddit or Discord. Some random guy arguing to you on the internet about a certain concept. Okay? He's certain about everything. He's full of confidence. He's overflowing with confidence. He's certain about everything. But why does that happen? Why is it that the smart person, which can be your teacher, parent, etc., the smart person, he's probably less confident, and the loudest person in the room, the loudest person in the room arguing is the least is more confident. Why does that happen? Now to look I want you to think at many fields in the world. Many fields. I want you to think of school. I want you to think of gaming. I want you to think of fitness, politics, YouTube, business, etc. etc. Everywhere you look, there is one smart guy. One smart guy who says, I think there's an 80% probability chance that this will happen, but then again, there's 20% probability chance that won't happen. Okay, then that's the one guy, the smartest guy, and he's not confident. He's talking about probability. Then there's a second guy, or let's just say the guy with the less knowledge, or as normally people would say, the dumb guy. He says, I tell you the 100% chance that the stocks will go up. I'll tell you 100% chance S&P 500 will shoot up or something. I'll tell you 100% that this will happen or that will happen. And basically that is the second person, dumb person. And these both people, they are in every single field, whether it's about school, it's about politics, stocks, business, fitness, gaming. Everywhere you look, the most confident person who says this will 100% happen is the dumber person. And now the most smartest person, the one who always has the most success and stuff, he says, I think there's a chance, it's a 50-50, there's a probability. And now that's what I'm trying to say. Now, what is the reason of this? Maybe smart people just lack confidence. No, that's not the answer. Maybe dumb people are just louder. Maybe dumb people are just more confident. No, that's not also the answer. That's not always true now, is it? None of these explanations fit the example very well now, do they? There are a lot of explanations of this. What if smart people lack confidence? What if dumb people are just louder? What if dumb people were born with more confidence and smart people lack confidence, and smart people don't know how to talk well or stuff? That's one thing. That these both theories, they are wrong. Okay, none of these explanations, they are fitting this theory. So what does? I'm gonna tell you about an effect. This effect is called the Dunning-Kruger effect. This is the answer to the problem which I was telling you like 5 seconds ago, the Dunning-Kruger effect. One of the most dangerous effects which slows down the progress of humanity. One of the dangerous effects which you've probably encountered a billion times in argument stuff. The Dunning-Kruger effect is one of the most unnoticed, unseen, unattentionized effect in the history of mankind. Barely anyone knows this effect, yet somehow this effect is at the top of all negative effects. This effect is at the top. This is the biggest, most dangerous effect there is for a person. Now, let me explain to you what this is. Okay, basically, you need knowledge. Okay, you need knowledge for confidence. This is one of the most popular theories, one of the most popular rules of the world, that you need knowledge for confidence, right? Let me explain to you. Let's say you started a YouTube channel. Okay, you start the YouTube channel. You upload a video, you upload a video, you learn a lot about the algorithm. You learn, like, you think you learned a lot about the algorithm. There's 100% total algorithm knowledge, but you learned 5%. Okay, you learned 5%. Yet somehow you think that 5% is like 90% of all there is. You think that what you learned is all there is to learn. You think that you learned 90% of 5% because you don't see the other 95%. You only see the 5%. Let me explain this in another example. Imagine you have 10 apples. Okay, you have 10 apples in your house. 10 red apples. All you've seen is red apples. Your knowledge is that you have red apples and that only red apples exist. Now imagine, just imagine if you go to New Zealand or Australia or North Korea, you go to North Korea and there they have pink apples. Yes, you heard me, pink apples. Let's just imagine that they have pink apples. But you don't know them. You're living in your own house, in your own country, in your own state, in your own city, and you don't know about that these pink apples exist. You literally have no idea that these pink apples exist. Okay, so all you think that there are is red apples. You think that there are red apples, and for that exact reason you're gonna say to everyone that they're red apples. You're gonna say to everyone that only red apples exist, that red apple you're gonna think that red apples are the only kind of apples there are, because all you've seen is red apples. And that's the thing. But imagine if someone, a smart dude, let's just say a smart person who was born in China, he has seen red apples as well, but he also traveled to North Korea. So he has seen pink apples as well. Okay. Now now if you ask him if he wants apples, he'll be uncertain. He'll ask what kind of apples. Or if you ask him that could you please go to the store and buy me some apples, he's gonna now be uncertain. He's gonna say which apples, and he's gonna be uncertain. Or else he doesn't ask, he goes to the shop, goes to the store, he sees pink apples and red apples. He's gonna be uncertain that what kind of apples was this guy talking about. That's what I'm talking about right here. Smart people are more uncertain because they know more knowledge. They're uncertain because they know more knowledge, and they know that there isn't knowledge they don't know. They know that there's things that are out of their control. They know things that can happen which they don't know. And that's the thing. And this is why this is why this is so popular. Now I'm going to explain to you why this effect keeps growing. This effect, which has been ruling mankind since the start, since the Stone Age, it is starting to grow now. Okay, let me explain it to you. First of all, imagine fake gurus. We've all seen fake gurus, right? Fake gurus telling you about how to invest money, fake gurus telling you about to start a business, fake gurus on YouTube or Twitter or etc., telling you how to invest and stuff, and random, very important stuff that they know nothing about, and they tell you because it's either two things. First, for why they grow. First of all, they know nothing. Okay, that's the thing. First thing, they know nothing of what they're saying, and that's dangerous. They know nothing of what they're saying. They'll continue to say it thinking they're saying the same thing. That's outcome number one. Outcome number two is that they know what they're saying, and they keep saying it because they want to earn money. And their audience doesn't know what's the truth. They can't tell the difference between the truth and the false, so they get mixed up and tangled between each other, the false and the truth, because of these fake gurus. And the audience doesn't know who is who, what is the truth, what is false, what we have to learn, what we don't have to learn. And that's why fake gurus grow, and that's why there are more viewers towards fake gurus, because their audience know nothing. And that's the thing. And that's why the comment sections of these fake gurus, they're filled with yeah, that's 100% what happens. Yeah, that's basically the thing. And that's why NASA or SpaceX or scientist organizations, the smart people, they always say, we think that there's this new substance, or we think that there's a new planet outside our solar system. But they also always add, We don't know yet if we can go it. We don't know yet if it's inhabitable. We don't know yet that this isn't just about psychology anymore. About explaining the world around them. This is about the amount of knowledge you have. But the biggest thing is, this video isn't about any other person. I know you're probably thinking, wow, this is what happens with these other guys. It isn't. Okay, it isn't. Every time you start learning something new, you go through the same cycle. You, yes, you, the viewer, I'm talking to you. Whenever you learn music, business, editing, whenever you're focusing on school, even life, nobody is born above it. You will always think that, nah, I'm above it, I'm special because I'm me. Now everyone thinks that, but that's not the thing. You are not special, okay? No one is born above these effects. The thing is, you can learn about these effects and you can steer away from it, okay? But at the start, if you don't have knowledge about this fact, you can never be above it and you can never evade it, okay? So maybe confidence is the opposite of intelligence, okay? My What I'm trying to say is, maybe confidence isn't the opposite of intelligence. Maybe confidence without curiosity is the opposite of intelligence. Because the smartest people don't always think they are right. They stay open to being wrong. Because that's how they learn from others and that's how they keep getting smarter. Make sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification button so you always know when I post next.